What's going on out there, y'all? About to show you that today how to install these shorty levers right here. This will fit on a 2006 to a 2010 Suzuki GSXR or either 750. Gonna be installing these now. Just got these in. It's the brake lever here. Since the clutch lever, gonna be installing both. And go ahead and get right to the process. All right, this right here is my GSXR 06 600. So I'm gonna be switching out the levers on, putting on these shorty levers. First one I'm going to do is the brake lever here. Only two things you got to do here is underneath the bottom down here you see a bolt right here. It's going to be a 10 millimeter. Pull that nut off right there, and the top all you would need will be a flathead screwdriver. So you can remove this one right here, and the lever should come out. I will show you that process right now. Alright, we now have the brake lever removed. It's pretty easy. It's bolting out. As you can see, the old one right here, the OEM one here. Well, this is actually not the OEM one. But this is the shorty one right here, the new one I'm going to be putting on. Now, you don't have to do this process right here. It's just something that I'm going to do. Just a little bit of grease I got. I'm just going to grease this bolt and grease this nut right here. I'm also going to grease so lever right here. This is where your actual lever meets, pushes in right here. Just want to grease this. I may pour this off and grease the inside of it also. Looks like I got a good bit of grease up there, so I may not grease the inside of it. But I am going to grease the outside of it and the bolt and the nut. And after you do that, all you got to do is just reverse the process. I'm going to show you the putting it back on step. I'm going to show you this quick process right here. Only thing I'm doing is just wiping off the old grease on this one here. It's a lot of old grease on it. Clean it off with a little microfiber cloth, or any kind of cloth that you want to use. And I'm going to replace it with some new grease here. Not much, just enough to get it up there a little bit. Alright, should be good to go. Alright, about to start the reinstallation process here. About to put this new shorty lever on. The only thing that you got to remember when putting this on is the little knob here that I greased right here. That has to be lined up with the inside of your new lever here. Let me see if I can zoom in, get some good focus. Right there, it has to line up with that notch in the inside of here. Sometimes it may not be always straight. Sometimes it may twist because it does rotate. So you may have to stick something in there and twist it out. Well, I mean, that's the only thing you have to worry about, though. Just make sure that it's lined up, get it in there right. Alright, this is the brake side right here done. Feels good. You can hear it clicking and everything, kicking in. Looks good, everything's greased. Now that I got it installed, you can go ahead and switch up you can adjust it now. Right now set on 1, you can go to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is being the furthest away. Me, I probably start off with mine on 3, just to test that out. I think that feels good to me right there. Maybe even 4. I like to have mine kind of further away. I think I'm gonna test it out on 4, see how that rides. Let's go ahead and do the clutch side. Now the clutch side is a little bit different, almost the same but a little bit different. Usually you'll have the same thing, the flat head on top. Mine's not a flat head, this is just a different thing somebody put in, whoever had the bike before me. And you will also have your bolt underneath down here again, 10 millimeter, so you can see that. Right underneath back there, but connects to this bolt right here. Take that out, take this out. And here for your clutch, what's gonna be different, you're gonna have to change, you're gonna have to unloosen your clutch cable. And the best way to do this, because like when you tighten it and loosen it now, you hear the little clicking noise. And that is because of this right here. This is so your clutch cable doesn't loosen or tighten on you while you're riding. So the best thing to do is so you can loosen it up faster. Get a Phillips head, take this little clamp right here off, just that one little screw right there. As you can see that. Can't get good focus right now, but so all you have to do is take that little screw out right there. One little Phillips. And that little clamp come off, then you can unloosen your clutch cable pretty good. If you want to remember your clutch tightness, you can, just to give you an idea how much to tighten it back up so you can do your resistance. I'm just going to do mine by feel whenever I put my new clutch lever on. Let's go ahead and start off. First thing we're going to do is take off the 10 millimeter bolt and just try to pop this bolt out here. Then we're going to take this off and loosen up the clutch cable. Had to change up my tool right there, and that little Phillips was a little kind of hard to get to. I just had to use like a little angle Phillips here to get in there and try to get it. Not nothing too serious though, but now I'm gonna show you the next thing to do here real quick. I don't know if I'll be able to show you this with one hand here or not, but let me loosen the cable all the way up. And as you can see here, our little lever, we'll be able to pull it out here. Make sure y'all can see that right there, the lever came out. The only thing you have to do is just unlatch it from this cable right here. This is your clutch cable. Can't get good focus just yet. Try not to get everything too dirty, but then all you have to do is just pop this right here out. There you go, and I just wiggled it out with one hand right there. Cable sitting right there, came out this little notch right here, just fits right in there. That's all you have to do, just loosen up this cable enough just so you can get this right here out. And there we have it. This right here is out now. Alright, got both the levers off here now. One thing you gotta remember is with these aftermarket levers, you may want to use your bushing that came in your stock OEM one. This right here is a stock OEM one. And as you can see, the bushing is right here, just falling right out pretty much. And the reason why I say this is because the one that comes in the aftermarket one is a little bit, the hole is a little bit bigger. And if you use this one right here, what's going to happen is when you put the bolt in, the bolt's going to be real loose. It's not as tight as this one. It's going to give a lot of play inside of your clutch. You're going to feel like your clutch is loose. It's just going to wobble a little bit. So the best way to do is just knock this one right here out and just place this one inside of it. You could use like a hammer or screwdriver or anything like that. I think I'm going to try to use this one right here because it almost fits perfectly down in there. I'm just going to put it on the outside of it, just get a hammer and tap it through. See if we can get this one right here to pop out. Alright, got that old Well, I got the new bushing out of here. I'm putting the old one back in here. Fits right in there, perfect. As you can see, that way when screw goes in, be a nice snug fit. That's the reason why we're doing it. Goes in there, be a nice snug fit right there. Have nothing to worry about. But what I'm gonna do now is probably put a little grease around the outside of this bearing right here. Wipe all the old grease off of this screw right here and off the nut here. I'm gonna re-grease these. That's probably the only thing I greased there. I may grease the end of the clutch cable if that much. But I'm gonna go ahead and grease these things, and we're gonna go get back to the installation process. Now the installation process not that hard now. All you gotta do is get your clutch cable. Just right here. We're gonna fit this inside of our new clutch here. Little slot right there. We're gonna fit it in there. Replace it. Place our bolt nut back in. Then we're just gonna tighten up our clutch cable. We'll be good to go. Then replace our bracket whenever we get our clutch cable tightened up to the tightness that we needed at. So first off, I'm just gonna replace my clutch cable inside of my new clutch here, and then we're gonna put the clutch back in and put the bolt in. Now I got this right here placed back in, the bolt back on the bottom. Tightened up my cable a little bit already. Pretty much I just want to make sure you tighten it up because there'll be a little gap right here. Just tighten up until it closes that gap there. Then you can just start adjusting it from there. Now I'm going to go ahead and lower my notches a little bit because I think I'm going to rock with it at 3. This seems about like a good tightness for me right here. So I think I'm going to go with this tightness right here, test this out for a minute. See what this is like. Now I got my settings here, my clutch is on 3. I may actually bring it down a little bit to 2. I like mine a little bit closer. And I may rock my brakes a little bit further right here. Maybe on 3. That's pretty much it. All thing I do now is just replace my bracket. Alright, just replace my bracket back up there now. Good to go. And just let anybody know if you're having a problem getting this screw out right here, you can just use, I found a little better tool right here. This little tool right here. You may just have these laying around. I got like 2 or 3 of these laying around just from like like projects from the house. Like I buy like a computer desk, or I buy some kind of a dresser. They come with like little tools with it. I had a couple of these that came with different tools and it came in handy. Fit right in there. I was able to twist it and turn it right at that little angle because the way it is, it sits right at a little angle if you can see it in there. I had to do a little bit of manual focusing so y'all can see it. Might be the best we can get. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. My clutch is in there now, brakes is in there now. Everything's good to go. I'm about to test drive and make sure we're good to go. But that's pretty much it. That's all you need to know for how to install shorty levers on a GSXR 600 or a 750 from a 2006 to a 2010. Thanks for tuning in, man. Catch y'all on the next video. Go home.